This is me selling my Lexmoto Arrow 125. Just thought I'd take a video just to show you all what you might be buying. Right. I'll just show you the bits that I've replaced in a sec. Because at one point I did have a nasty fall on this bike. And it did ruin a couple of parts which I've had to replace, and I'll show you that in just a second. Right, I'll start explaining. Back in March it was a bit icy and I hit some ice, fell off, and I ended up injuring the back brake just here, the exhaust and the cylinder head eventually. This indicator, this reflector, and this indicator there. What happened was basically I went over on a roundabout and had to replace the exhaust, two indicators. The cylinder head eventually had to be replaced because I didn't replace the exhaust straight away. So I've had to replace just this part here. This part where the spark plug plugs into, yes. Me and a mechanic did that together. And the back brake here, which had to be replaced. I'll just show you the parts just because I actually kept them. This was it. I did actually keep riding with this exhaust for a bit. And this back brake here was also replaced. I did keep one of the indicators just to show myself how to actually do it. You can see there that it was just hooking on like that and it just snapped off there completely. I had to completely replace that indicator. I've got a couple of spare bulbs that I've had to change recently. That's a brake bulb. That's a normal indicator bulb, and I think I can use that as well on the light in the front. I forgot to mention I did break one of the mirrors. Just there. You can see that's just snapped, so I've completely changed them to new mirrors completely. They've been working pretty well. The chain I've got here, it's been on since the bike was brought and it got a little bit loose, so I changed it with a new one. And when I changed them, I also changed the spokes as well, just because I wanted to change them too. So I had to get inside of there and there and there, just undo all that and then change the spokes. When I did that, the speedometer up here wasn't working properly. These lights just here were not all working, I think, and you got the gauge here that tells you the gear, which gear you're in. That wasn't working either, so I replaced that and realised it was just a loose wire, so when I replaced it, I was a bit gutted. So that the speedometer still actually works. Right, so I bought a couple of parts just because I wanted to keep the bike running at one point. These are spare front brakes. I basically just bought those because I wanted to get a free delivery when I ordered a couple of things and I couldn't get it unless I'd got them. This is the filter, oil filter. I just got that as well because I wanted to get a free delivery. I was using this when I still had this exhaust. It was shooting out a little bit, so I had to put that around the exhaust just to keep it going for a bit. As well, that'll be going with the bike as well if you want it. I think that's it really. There's a couple of other things there. Spark plugs just there. A couple of other things that are just around. But overall it's been a good bike. The only reason I'm selling it is because I want to buy a car now. As you can see, it's taxed till the 5th of 2014. The MOT is until the 2015 because it's a new bike. It's still pretty new, as you can see. overall it's a good bike. It will start first time. I'll show that in a second. Alright, this is me just starting the bike. As you can see, the bike is cold. It is a cold day, so I haven't warmed it up at all beforehand. I'm just getting on the bike. You have to lift up the kickstand because it's got a cut-off switch there. Just under here you can see there is a choke. Turn that on because it's cold today. So you just flick the key in. Neutral light comes on. All the stuff start reacting. And then you got the switch down here which turns it on. That's just with the choke on. You can see it'll stay like that for a bit. Always will start first time. That was me turning it off. Yep, so it's got a cut-off switch there that I just use then to turn the bike off. So in the cold weather I usually put the choke on just to start it, get it going a bit, get down the street and then take the choke off, and then the bike works fine for the rest of the day. Yeah, so just the one key there, and that's the lock that I use on my bike. You got the lock down there, just there. That's the steering lock. The reason I've only got one key is because, stupidly, I put the key in like that, and before, when I unlocked it, so I locked it like that, and when I unlocked it, I just turned the wheel and it just bent it, and the key wasn't replaceable. I've tried replacing the key, but I couldn't. As you can see, that's the amount of miles I've done on this speedometer. On the other one over there, there's a couple more, I'll tell you that in the details. Overall, it is a good bike, and I am sad to see it go. It's been what's keeping me going for a bit, but I do want to buy a car because I've only recently passed my test, so I'm looking to buy a car now. Okay, thank you.